Welcome back to the Limestone Podcast, everyone.
I love Shrek. Will you watch Shrek with me?
No.
I'll do it alone.
You do it alone. There you go. Help with cognitive function and all this
This debt.
That's that. All right. So today we're going to talk about solitude and being alone and taking time for yourself.
Yes. But I think yeah.
Yes.
No.
Go on. What are you going to say? What are you going to add?
There's a difference between spending time by yourself and meaningfully planning for time for yourself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No. Me sitting in my bed is not time by myself. It's
yeah,
me
like if
being
no one's at home because people are at work, that's not me going,
alone time.
Alone time. That's just part of life sometimes.
You can't live at work.
Can you? Can you not?
We could theoretically live here. We've got the facilities for it.
Well, I work at home, so is my work my home or is my home my work?
That's a conundrum. That's an existential crisis waiting to happen right there. But the reason we sparked this is you took some time for yourself. I booked some time away from myself alone, which I don't reckon I have ever done. And I'm about to turn 26. I don't reckon I've ever booked something. But have I been anywhere by myself? I mean, I've been places by myself.
Like
I don't have a fucking
holiday,
carer,
like
carer
a
with me
weekend
the
away.
entire time. Yeah.
Have I ever gone for a weekend away by myself? I don't think so, but one of my clients did last week.
Yeah.
And yeah, she loves it. She loves it. Speaking of clients, I have a client win.
Go on.
So one of my clients have been with me. I don't know why I always say how long. They've been with me for some time.
Yeah.
I think last year. Anyway, she recently went shopping and first of all, she prefaced it, said, I know sizes can always be different. And I was like, hold up. Don't say that before you do some excited news.
Can they be different?
Female clothing is the worst.
Numbers.
It can also be small, medium, large.
Oh, can it?
Well,
right,
it's like
okay.
triple X small to
Yeah, I see it.
plus large.
When people start talking in numbers, loses me. I know small, medium, large, extra large.
I'm often a small in places. I can be a medium in places.
Right, I see.
Sometimes there's two sizes difference.
Yeah, I get you.
It just depends on, and it could be 2 pairs of jeans in 2 different sizes.
Right.
For females.
I see.
Happens all the time. Anyway, she went shopping and she was in, I think, 1 or 2 smaller sizes than she normally is. And she felt great. And I think it's been a bit of a motivation because, when you're seeing the wins, you're going to get a little bit more motivated.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not seeing the wins, you got to start focusing on the other things, like how you feel. And yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brain
I love watching your brain work and you just go, what's the next word I should say after this one?
It's normally like 6 steps ahead or like lagging. I don't know if this was before your time.
Go on.
The internet where I was like,
yeah, the dial-up. Yeah, dial-up.
And I would be sitting I would come home from like school. I'd like run inside, be like, I'm going to go talk to my friends on MSN and listen to Chris Brown on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, probably was before that. No, it was MSN. And all you'd hear is, and I'd be waiting for it. It'd be like, is it like
it's a progress bar.
Yeah,
it's a dial-up.
But was it like to the earth and the computer? I think it was.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you're right.
And you're just watching it like, it's gonna load this time. And I'd be like, all right, in 3, 2, 1, it's gonna load. Sometimes it just fucking wouldn't load. Couldn't talk to my friends.
I reckon.
Did you ever have MSN?
Yeah, not for very long though, because I think I dial up maybe 6, 7. I was when I had dial up.
Oh yeah, we had it young. But did you have MSN?
I don't remember honestly. I would have had it because it was the novelty of it, and then we just. I didn't have any fucking friends. I didn't have anyone to talk to.
Yeah, but like
logged in, and spoken to myself.
You're like, the person I like is online. I'm gonna log out and log back in.
Did you see me? No, none of that ever happened, mate. I think the only time what was the fuck Adventure Quest?
What the fuck is that?
That's the game I used to play back when dial-up was a thing. Adventure Quest.
Did you ever play Numbers Up?
Numbers Up. What's Numbers Up?
It was a maths game that like you could buy from the school. It's like a CD-ROM, Anyway, you pick your figurine person and you verse a friend, like take turns, and you have to get around the map before the volcano erupts.
By answering math questions.
Yeah.
That's the lamest game I've ever heard of.
It's like when I was like, when we first got a computer.
You were around then, were you?
There was like, I don't think we had internet back then. There would have been internet. Maybe we just didn't have internet. Yeah, wait, I'm going to search up when did the internet happen for people.
When did it happen for people?
Like,
not just your family specifically. When did it happen to people in general? When
internet dial-up home.
First launch.
First launch.
Yeah.
Well, okay, not everyone had it
80s?
first launch.
Late 80s?
1992.
Yeah, so I was close. Late 80s. 1992. It's like 2 years off.
That's early 90s.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s. It's fucking...
No, 80s would be 89. Anything from 90. That's like saying I am born in the 80s, but I'm born in the 90s.
It was... All right, I was 3 years off. Sorry.
90s. Okay, first launch for...
Nicole's family.
Everyone's family is for home. When did dial-up... It started in 1992, but when did people like really get it?
When they could afford it. Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
The computers are expensive.
We were in the 2000s when we got it. Early 2000s, I remember. And I remember my sisters got mobile phones. And they were the little Nokias. And it was back in the day when you didn't get unlimited texts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Their phone bills.
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
No, I didn't have any of that stuff. Oh, I had a Nokia. I'm pretty sure Crawling by Linkin Park was my theme song, my ringtone.
Oh. I had Apologize by Timberlake. Too late to apologize. I think in like grade 6 or year 7. And then I wanted Black is Black. Black is black is black is black. Anyway, I had a Nokia slide phone. Yep. And I just bought it from like Target with all my pocket monies. And my friend was like infrareding the song over. Gave me a fucking virus.
Infrareding?
Infrared. Is that what it's called?
Bluetooth?
No, it was before Bluetooth was a thing. It was called infrared. You have to have your phones like this.
Oh, okay.
It was in year 7, so you would have been grade 5.
Yeah, true. We're not that. I forget we're not that far apart in terms of school years.
Oh wait, are we 3 years apart?
So I might have been grade 4.
Are you turning grade 6? I mean, are you turning 26 this year?
I'm turning grade 6 this year, guys. Yeah.
Are you turning 26 this year?
Yeah.
I'm turning 30. Yeah. So
you're old.
I was 2000 and... Oh, fuck, I can't speak. Year 7, year 4.
What are we even talking about? We're 8 minutes in and we've just talked about shit so far.
Nah, people are going to think this is good because they get it.
They all relate.
I
didn't have any of that stuff when I was a kid. I think I had a Tamagotchi. I remember I cried because my dad wouldn't buy me one.
Oh.
Fucking cracked it.
I don't know if I ever had one or Chloe just had one. Maybe we both had one.
That's your sister, yeah? Context.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, my sister. My sister.
I remember the first game I ever played was out of a Nutrigrain box, and that was Age of Empires.
The little games they used to get in the things?
No.
Oh.
CD-ROM.
You know what?
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about that game.
Yeah.
We might have to cut this bit out. We'll see how we go. You might find it funny.
No. Oh, no, Clay.
That was the game I was playing, and my dad said, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving. So is it like connected?
I distinctly remember playing the game. That is like one of my childhood memories.
I'm not laughing, but
no, my dad and I are fine, so it doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's funny. You know what was always destined me to be in fitness in some way, shape, or form?
What?
I remember rice bubbles, and rice bubbles. You used to be able to get a speedometer in like
a pedometer.
Pedometer. What did I say?
Speedometer. How fast you go?
Yes.
How fast you zoom?
A pedometer. How many steps you do?
Yeah.
And every time I ate rice bubbles, I'll be like, "Fucking please be in here. It's my turn to finally get one." Everyone at school would have one. I was like, I want to track my steps.
So in order to track your steps, you get a whole fucking box of rice bubbles.
I'm going to be honest. I would just open it. I only ever ate Weet-Bix, but Chloe did. And I was like, I'm going in that box first. I'm going to check if the pedometer is in there.
What else was in there?
Rice bubbles. Just the pedometer. It was just a little thing.
They don't do that stuff anymore, do they? Because the kid will fucking eat it and die. I'll get sued. When was the last time you saw a cereal box or something in it? Like when they used to have, what were the shoes? Oh, shit.
Shoes?
No. Like, not Bad Meets Evil. They were like skate shoes and they came with tech decks.
Oh, rollies.
No.
Wheelies.
No. You know what tech decks are?
Yeah.
Little finger
The little-
skateboards? Yeah. It was
yeah.
one of those brands. It was a picture of a little like emoji of a fire with like arms and legs, I'm pretty sure. Someone would be able to remember.
Probably past my time.
Mate, no. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah.
When was this?
I would have been like 7 or 8 or 9 probably.
So 9.
They used to stock them at Kmart and they came with tech decks.
I was 13. I wasn't eating breakfast then. Let's be honest.
Yeah, no. They came with tech decks. And I like vividly remember asking Mum, can I have these? I want these ones. These ones, please buy me these ones. And then I just wanted the tech decks. I didn't give a fuck about the shoes.
I
was one of those kids.
You just want
I wanted the toy.
You wanted the toy.
I wanted the toy. And then I had, what are they called? Oh, shit. The monster scanners. You'd scan barcodes of like stuff and you fight monsters. They're pretty cool.
Scan barcodes. See, that wasn't a thing for me. How could you scan barcodes? What were you scanning it with?
The toy. And like if you scanned a barcode of like a fucking can of soup, a monster would be there and you'd fight it and catch it. It was like a shitty version of Pokemon.
Did you ever have a Nintendo DS?
Yep.
Did you have Nintendo Dogs? Do you still have it?
Probably somewhere.
I would love to play Nintendo Dogs. I never had one.
Those
Chloe
dogs
had
would be
one?
fucking dead. I tell you that. It's been like probably 15 years
so
since I fed them.
cute.
I had a Game Boy Advance before that. SP.
I had I didn't have one when I was younger, but I did get one when I was in high school.
Yeah, I would have been
But
6.
I had 2 Game Boy Colors, old school ones.
I didn't have the colour.
With Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Ruby.
It's good you know. I'm impressed you don't actually know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a flip up one. I think they were the SPs. They had the little tribal tattoo on the front of it.
Yeah, the little red ones or gold ones or green ones, they flip up.
No, mine was silver. Mine was
yeah.
Big W. I think I paid. I don't even know how much it was. I couldn't even tell you, but I spent all my pocket money on it.
No, I had 2 Game Boy Colors, and you could see through them, so you could see
Yeah.
the old school ones. I had a PlayStation PSP.
Yeah, never had one of those.
God, the games I had were hard.
Yeah, they weren't. I don't remember them being very good.
No, it was pretty good, but I remember I got Harry Potter Goblet of Fire, like the game.
Yeah.
Standard. Fucking, it was so hard because we used to have, when we used to like visit my mum, her brother had, I think it was on the brother or someone, had Harry Potter, the first movie on the PC, the original game.
Mm-hmm.
You had to like fly through these rings and catch the wing to open the door, and it was fucking good. I was like, I want that game. So I bought Goblet of Fire because it was out that time. I was like, how was I better at games when I was a kid compared to like the age of 14?
Yeah.
I was like, did games get harder or did I just get worse? Because like Crash Bandicoot at the moment, we have it on Will's Xbox. I clocked Crash Bandicoot as a kid. Now,
you just don't get it.
fucking it's hard. I was like, I don't get it.
Hand-eye coordination has gone down.
No, I think the games are harder. That's a real question. I want to know.
We have to play them. But I don't think Crash Bandicoot's really that difficult of a game.
Well, I'm just confused.
With a skill gap of, like, I used to play fucking COD 8 hours a day.
I cannot play COD. I don't get how you keep you running. If you want to run, my gun always goes like this.
You go to the...
and I'm like, how do I stay steady?
Use the other stick.
I know. Okay, I don't...
Hand-eye coordination, yeah. And the skill gap of, like, I'd play it 10 hours a day. And if I played someone against some of these 14-year-olds now, I'd just get the shit kicked out of me. Because they're just, like, just born with controllers in their hand. And they're just infinitely better at the game.
Actually, this might be our topic, actually.
Go on. Change of topic.
Change of topic. Go with the flow. I was reading articles. I don't know why I read these sort of articles because they don't relate to me currently at the moment, but I find them interesting. Anyway, so there was it was like a mum forum type thing, and then there's an article there. I'm always like...
In the mum forums. Are you telling us something?
Nah, it's because I was a nanny for 6 years and then teacher for 4 years. 10
and
years...
soon to be mother?
Fuck no. Nothing against that. Just, I've got goals to do, life to live. 10 years of my things that I would be interested in related to work would be obviously to do with kids. Anyway, back in the 90s, early 2000 type TV shows, they were a lot less cartoon, but they were a lot less stimulating. And a lot of mums have gone back to shows that they watched as a kid because their kids aren't having any tantrums when you turn them off. They're sleeping better. Their emotional regulation is better because, you never think about it. These shows that kids watch these days, the creators are smart. They want them hooked.
Buy the fucking
addicted.
Bluey
Like,
toys.
you're going to have a tantrum whether, if you don't keep watching it. Oh, dad can't handle the tantrum. Let's keep watching it. Show makes more money. Genius.
Yeah, I'd manipulate kids and parents all day.
Yeah, but the thing is, we're also manipulated. Last week, Patrick, I was like, were you looking at your phone again when I told you off your phone? You're like, no, I was looking at the floor. He was looking at his phone that I made him put on the floor.
Yeah, righto. But I don't need that. I'm not addicted to my phone. I logged into TikTok for the first time last night.
I know.
And that's a fucking rabbit. The first thing I did was comment on your video. I did a bunch of I've been on a content stint lately, last 2 days. Been abusing drugs and making content. Look at the face that you just made. No, I took modafinil.
You can really say that?
That's not illegal.
How do you get it?
I know someone else gets it for me and I get it and then it's yada, yada, yada. Yeah, but lock me up for it, whatever. And I just batch film content. So I was doing some TikTok reaction videos to like stupid exercises and stupid people promoting dumb stuff. And I found like if you go on TikTok, there will be, it's such a cesspool. If you look for, there is someone that will always confirm your bias. Like I found one page and I want to go back and just react to all of his content because there's just so much shit on there. It's like, the reason you're not losing weight is because you're using Teflon-coated cooking pans. And the carcinogen that's in the Teflon is making you get cancer and not lose weight.
Well, yeah, probably leads to cancer, but not your weight gain.
No, but even then, like, I've cooked in Teflon pans. And I'm pretty sure I don't have cancer or I don't have any problems losing weight.
There is a higher risk that you can develop with, like anything, once the Teflon has been scratched. Once it's exposed.
The amount of other shit I put in my body.
All I'm saying that
chances are
it's not linking you to your fat or your fat gain, but it's definitely could be a contributor to.
Yeah, but so is too much time in the sun. So much so is having a phone by your head. Like,
oh yeah,
the chances of it are so slim that I wouldn't even worry about it.
But never zero.
That is correct. But like, you
pick what you want to follow. Like, there's too many things to follow.
Yeah, but that's fucking all shit.
What?
That the Teflon is causing you not to lose weight. Like that's.
Oh no, I'm not saying about the weight. I'm saying
even the cancer stuff. Being like, you shouldn't use Teflon pans because it's going to do this and it's going to do that. Like, fuck. I'm not throwing out all the pots and pans that I bought because some kook on the internet's like, it's going to kill me.
Teflon is actually.
I mean, yeah, but fuck, I don't really like. Nah.
That's what I'm saying. You pick your poison. You pick what you want to follow and you don't want to follow, and have your risk. Like, roll the dice. Yeah,
and if I get cancer from it, I'll eat my words. But there's a million other things that are going to give me cancer before the Teflon.
Speaking of cancer and stuff, yesterday I was with Brad and we were looking. My housemate, we're at this very fancy kitchen shop, where they do cabinets and whatnot, made in Germany. It's exquisite. Anyway, they had all these marble benches and I was like, ooh, are we going to have to get a new one of ours because Bradley wants to do his kitchen again? And the type that we have now is banned in Australia. You know why? The fake stuff. People are dying from the silicon dust when they're cutting it to make it. Getting all in their lungs.
Oh, it's like
So now you have to use proper stone and marble.
It's fucking expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, people will die less, so that's good.
Yeah, but you got to pay more. So
is it good?
It's like what's the stuff they have in schools? Asbestos. Yeah.
Oh yeah, in a lot of houses too. Not in Point Cook. Nothing's old enough in Point Cook.
No, that's true. We're safe. But what the TikTok guides, it just shows that there's anything that will confirm your bias. And if you get into the point of where you're blaming the Teflon pans on your weight loss. I feel bad because they're the kind of people that have tried absolutely everything. And they're at the point of they're just blaming extremities of like, oh, it must be the Teflon. And this guy, like, if you say anything with enough conviction, it becomes believable. This guy's got hundreds of videos.
Well, the thing is, these people go off. It's it's the same thing with university. So when you do an assignment, all you have to do is find a peer-reviewed journal article to back your idea.
Yeah.
So all I would do is go find these peer reviews, control find, keywords.
Yeah.
Find 6 words out of a sentence, out of a paragraph that aligned with mine. And I was like, this person backs me up. And that it was approved. You will find a journal study for anything that you come up with.
Mm-hmm. It's about putting it into context.
But does that mean it's right?
Yeah. Like you can take anything out of context and use it to back your argument. But it's very clear that these people just like...
They're preying on the uneducated.
Correct. And they're always selling some kind of fucking shit on the back end of it. But like...
Oh, yeah. You're not going to lose weight from your Teflon plan, but buy my
I've got these weight loss Teflon pans that you can buy 14 days free or your money back. Some shit like that. But it's very clear that I'm pretty sure it says in his bio, not medical advice. I want to. I'm like, oh.
Oh, it sounds like medical advice.
Sounds like medical advice, but it also I don't know if it says doctor in his thing. I'll have to check. I don't want to fucking spit.
Bromulon, not a doctor.
Yeah. But they it's very clear that they just get up ChatGPT or some derivative of that, and they have a script of like, whenever they make a claim of like, oh, this does this and this, but they never like cite any of the references where they get their information from. Especially like if I'm talking about calories in versus calories out, and like you could like, do I need to cite a study for that and that? Because it's a proven thing. But if you're going to go down the road of being like, well, this carcinogenic or this thing in Teflon pans does this, and this, and this, I'm like,
stated by Bruce et al.
Yeah, let's get some fucking fact checking on that, because also talking about how low carb diets are better because they help control insulin and cortisol and things like that. But like, yeah, but it does. But it also then like, if you're eating less carbs, you're eating less calories by default, so you're going to lose weight.
That's the thing.
There's context to it. There's nuance.
It's not what you're eating, it's how much you're eating.
Correct. But these are the same people that don't believe in calories in versus calories out.
I have tried the calorie deficit.
I have tried the calorie deficit. There was one I did yesterday where he said he tried calorie tracking for 6 months, and the reason that you shouldn't do it, I mean, I've blasted this poor guy, is that because animals in nature don't do it. And like,
they do.
Yeah, well, they have to hunt for their food.
Yeah, and they might go like 3 whole days without having any food.
Yeah, so they're calorie banking for their next meal. But it's like comparing me to something that doesn't have a conscience or opposable thumbs as to why. No,
but even historically, we didn't. No one was fat.
No, you're. You are so right. You are so right. If you look back through history,
you ate because you needed to eat.
Yeah.
To survive, whereas we ain't eating to surviving.
We're eating because we enjoy it. We're in a gluttonous world.
Westernized society. Yeah. I was talking to my clients about this, one of my clients, and we were talking about trying to explain snacks to a third world country. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, when I'm feeling a little bit hungry between my main meals, I just have a little bit of a snack.
I'm not hungry, but I just feel like something.
Something to eat. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, how do you explain that?
That's a good point. Yeah. I never thought that's a good video topic right there.
And then the other thing we'll talk about is, like, they didn't have snacks. You'd have your meal to sustain you to do your tasks, and then you eat again, and you would just go, alrighty, and make sure that the rest of the village has enough. Yep. Whereas this is like, oh, I'm not that hungry, but the clock is telling me that it's dinner time. Actually, where I was yesterday, one of the ladies was saying that her husband, they'll have a late lunch at 3 o'clock and he won't be hungry, but it will get to 6 p.m. And because he's in routine that he has to eat at 6 p.m., he's like, where's dinner? And it's like, I'm not hungry, but society tells me I should be eating at this time.
Yeah, it's an arbitrary time we've made up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't originally arbitrary. It has served some purpose. And then it's just something that's just trickled down and now is an arbitrary time to eat. Like you would finish a shift and that would be the standard time people eat because they just finished work. Or I don't know, I haven't even researched it, but I would assume it was some standard time of why.
Well, the sun would set and the farmers would come in exhausted
I
and
would say that with something,
hungry
yes.
from doing manual labor.
Yeah. Fuck. I feel a bit hungry. Like yesterday, I didn't eat all day. I got into the zone of filming. I had breakfast and I didn't eat till like 6 o'clock. So I crammed like 2,500 calories in about 2 hours. Not a fun time.
Not a fun time.
But you're right. You made a point before that I really liked. Snacks. But it was the whole of like he made a good point of like the point I agree with is like life is not about dieting.
Yeah.
So like he's like life is not about dieting and being shredded as he points to his fucking abs. Like this dude's peeled and I'm like, okay.
Okay, but
all right, but you just use yourself in this example.
You just didn't wake up naturally with abs.
No, it's true. So and it's like life isn't about tracking. And like there are periods where we don't track.
I didn't track for most of last year.
No, because you've had the education behind it from tracking to understand rough portion control and your intuition around food.
I can intuitively eat now. However, if you're overweight, you don't know how to intuitively eat. Clip.
Let's do that bit again. Let's do that bit again.
All right,
because that's a good clip right there. I will find.
Can I say the word right? Did I say it right?
Intuitively eat.
Intuitively eat.
Yeah.
All right.
How do I set you up for this? So.
I'll just kind of cut you off.
Yeah. So I watched a video, and the thing is that he was talking about like macro tracking and why you shouldn't macro track. And I think that the biggest thing was that there are periods where we're not going to track. Like like you said, you didn't track for most of last year.
That's because I learned how to intuitively eat through tracking my foods. When I was overweight, I obviously didn't know how to do that. If someone is obese, they do not know how to intuitively eat. Otherwise, they would not be obese. So many people online I see all the time say, you don't need to track your calories. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do this. But that is always coming from someone who is small. When I was, 60 kilos, just, wanting to maintain, and I'd learned how to do that, I can't push that onto someone who is 30, 40 kilos heavier than me saying, you don't need to track your calories to learn how to eat intuitively. Just do it. They're just going to overeat because that's what they've been doing for so long.
All right, terrific. Welcome back. We had a little.
We'll pause that bit.
Yeah, we'll cut most of that bit out. I'll edit it so that
that part was good. You could keep that part in there.
Yeah, I'll cut out all the first bit.
Yeah.
So that's how some of our content.
So I don't know where this came from. We spoke about, how addictive phones can be. Games. We went to.
It was supposed to be about alone time.
Social music. Well, socializing.
What do you want to do? What time's your first call? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. We could just.
Do you want to do a 5-minute bit on alone time?
No, we're going to do that next week.
Is that next week?
Yep.
All right. Well, we're sorry. How about I just cut the intro?
What I want to know, we'll keep it. People can just listen to it.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
No, we can change it if we
I
want.
can just redo the intro quickly. Just edit that.
Okay. Well, let's wrap this bit up.
Yeah.
We're like, all right. So I know we've rambled a bit. We've kind of spoken about social media, weight loss, everything, which is basically what we always talk about, but a little bit different. If you're going to take anything away from this is if you're scrolling, you're doom scrolling, you're on TikTok, you're on internet, Instagram, and something, sparks your interest or mainly plays on your emotions about, something to help you with a fitness goal, do relevant research. Don't take what either one of us says as gospel, but anyone else. Do your proper research. And if someone's saying something and it makes you feel good and you're like, oh, that's how I'm going to be able to do something, maybe keep researching. If they're validating your feelings but not telling you to change anything, you can't change without change, bitch.
Correct. No, that's fucking terrific. I completely agree with that. Most of the content that I found yesterday is all about how good you are currently. And like there were so many like how to lose weight with the lazy edition. And I was like, well, if you're going to be fucking lazy trying to lose weight.
Losing weight's not the hard part though. I think that's what people keep forgetting when they post all this stuff. Do it the easy way. Well, there's no easy way. The easy way is the way that you don't have to start again. Diets don't work if you have to do it again.
Correct.
So if you're starting it regularly, if you're starting it regularly, it's not working.
Yep.
Change it.
And the easy way is just consistency.
Consistency and learning about nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not learning about nutrition, someone's just shoving a meal plan at you and not educating you, go find a new coach.
Yep.
Clip.
I completely agree.
Clip.
I'm
on fire.
Yeah, you are
what
today.
was this? Take my strong hand.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. We will see you next week. What we might get you to do as well, I'll put up a question box. You can put up a question box. We might get the people to throw some questions in for next week's episode because we're going to.
I also want to know what dumb people have seen.
What I would love you to do, and you can do it as well because we can probably both do some reactions to these, is just send us the TikToks or the accounts. Like, I don't care about naming and shaming people. Fuck them, I'll do it. If they're putting out dumb shit, I'll blast them. But send us TikToks. All right, thank you very much for watching. We will speak to you next week. Send us TikToks. Send us
Dumb things you've heard.
If you're if you follow Nicole and you don't follow me, send them to her. She'll forward them to me. I'll go and watch them. And then I'll blast people online. And you can blast people too.
Rawr.
All right, bye.
Bye.